I'm Megan Huang, and I'm the creator of Rangers of the Divide, and you're listening to True North Country Comics Podcast.
Welcome to the True North Country Comics Podcast, dedicated to promote Canadian comic book creators and supporters. It's August 16th, 2021. I'm John Swinimer. If you want to drop me a line, you can contact me at john@truenorthcountrycomics.com. On this episode, I chat with Megan Huang about her Rangers of the Divide series. This podcast is available on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. It's also available on the True North Country Comics channel on YouTube. I invite you to like and subscribe. Megan is a mixed Canadian comic artist and writer from Toronto with several years of experience in the industry. She generally works in full color, however, she also produces line artwork. Her books include Double Jumpers and Princeless, as well as several variant covers for Action Lab, Gia and the Neon Monster, Jenny Zero, and Rangers of the Divide for Dark Horse. Life is a backup series for Image, a Jenica backup, and a My Little Pony variant for IDW, along with several variant covers and some interior work mainly for Agretzko and Rick and Morty for Oni Press. Rangers of the Divide is described as a story that follows the disappearance of the peacekeepers between two hostile nations as an elite commander stumbles upon a team of bright-eyed cadets in need of leadership. The group prepares to venture out for the first mission into uncharted territories. Are they ready to face what awaits them, or will danger find them first? And so, without further ado, here's my chat with Megan Huang about her Rangers of the Divide series. So, Megan Huang, thank you very much for taking time to chat with me.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Well, in my voice. My voice is here.
Sure. Well, I appreciate your time. What I'd like to do, I know you're busy with all sorts of stuff, but I'm curious to find out, who are you reading today? Who's on your book table?
Well, I was reading Good Luck by, I guess he's my friend now, Matthew Ehrman and Stefano Simone. It's a brand new series. It's insane, and I love it. It's so good. He sent me a couple PDFs to read, and I was just blown away because I could never come up with something that awesome. And yeah, like, so I haven't really read a lot lately, but
right.
Yeah, that is like what I have read, and I'm very happy that I did read it.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to sneeze at, because it is a definite effort to take time to read something when you're going full tilt to creating your own stuff. So that's something to be applauded for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we spoke last year, and you had just published Gia and the Neon Monster from Dark Horse. I wonder, looking back at that project, were you happy with the results?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the results. It didn't, I didn't win any awards or anything, and I don't think any of us kind of were hoping it would jump off the shelves. I mean, we were, but we did. We were being realistic. We were okay, it's not going to sell Saga or something. It's going to sell how it's going to sell, which is just okay, I think. So it did okay, and I was happy with the opportunity and the doors it opened for me at Dark Horse and other publishers too. And working with Mike and Randy, who's now retired, was great. Yeah, but I'm proud of it.
Yeah, it's just, absolutely, sure.
Yeah, it didn't it didn't go above and beyond, but it definitely did well enough, and I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Good. That's the main thing, and as you said, it does move the chain along, so to speak, and you're now fully entrenched with Dark Horse, and you've got a new project with them called Rangers of the Divide. I wonder if you could talk a wee bit about that story and maybe the origins of it as well.
Okay, so it follows a group of Rangers of the Divide that travel across these wild lands in order to face an unknown enemy, which is going to be revealed in issue 4, which is not out yet. And yeah, I kind of got the idea or the inspiration from just my general love of dragons that I've had ever since I was a kid. I don't know what it is about dragons, but like winged lizards are pretty cool. Or like, you know, the Chinese dragons this year are also pretty cool, that don't have wings. But yeah, like, so I really wanted to do something with dragons, and I really wanted to get something published that had dragons, like that I worked on. And I actually am getting quite a few projects that have dragons in it now, and I'm
good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad it's turning out well. That's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, the inspiration kind of came from that childhood obsession that never went away, as well as, you know, Attack on Titan and Horizon Zero Dawn, the video game, and The Last of Us as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, good inspirations, that's for sure. And
very, very good.
Yeah, and the series seems to be well received, so congratulations on that. That's terrific.
Thank you. Yeah, people seem to like it, and I mean, it's selling pretty well, and I mean, they're letting me do like a second arc, so that's cool. Yeah,
that is very cool. Yeah, I just read about that on your Twitter feed, and that's amazing. That sounds like you've got some good support there at Dark Horse for sure.
Yeah, I do, and like, I don't want to like toot my own horn or anything, but I had like confidence that like it would be picked up in the first place, and then it would be picked up for a second arc too. I don't know. I just had a good feeling. Like, I don't know what it was exactly. I think it was just like the energy that I could see coming from the emails that my editor was sending me. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to show this to everyone. I'm going to, try to get this picked up." And she worked so hard on my behalf to like make it something that they would be interested in. And we went in with a very refined like pitch, and yeah, she was great, and I had a lot of like support from, you know, her and a few of the people at Dark Horse to get it in and get it published. So yeah, it definitely boosted my confidence to have her on, Judy on my side.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's great having that support, not only for this project, and I'm sure for other projects as well that are coming down the road. So congrats on that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to switch gears a wee bit and talk about the tools that you used to create this series. Wonder if you could walk me through the process.
Okay. Well, I used to do like traditional kind of penciling, and I quickly moved away from it because it just was another step that I didn't want to do. Like, I really want to like streamline the process to make sure I'm at deadlines. So I, work with Photoshop. I work with on a PC, desktop PC, and Sketchbook Pro, Clip Studio Pro. And I don't use a Cintiq, I use a drawing tablet because I've just gotten used to it since high school. But yeah, those are kind of the tools that I use. So nothing is traditional at all, which is kind of like if I want to sell pages, it's difficult to do that when everything's all digital, because everyone likes the uniqueness of those traditional pages usually.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of like the stuff that I use, the hardware that I use and the software that I use.
I was going to ask, do you think it helps your workflow go faster when you're using digital tools?
Yeah, for sure it does, except when I had my old PC and it was super slow, and I would sit there and wait for like a line to load at a certain point, and I was like, okay, that's enough of that. I need to get a new PC. But yeah, like just when technology fails, work does get impacted. But so far, this new computer has been pretty good, and hopefully it doesn't die anytime soon.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, I hope it keeps going for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Good. I wanted to I let you know that I chatted recently with Stephanie Cook on a variety of projects, and she mentioned your work on Life. And I wonder if you could talk about that project, what your input was to make it happen.
We wanted, so it was just backups for Image's Tartarus book with Johnny Christmas. And we wanted to make it into like a collection, so like a graphic novel or like a thicker comic. I don't know what you call that, but it's like a fuller comic. And we kind of discussed, do we want to take it to a publisher? Would it be better to kickstart it? Like, what can we do with it? And we decided to go with Kickstarter, which went well. Like, we met our goal within the first couple of days. Mm-hmm. And from there, like, you know, we got quite a bit of funding and support from people who were interested in the book, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure how well. I've never done a Kickstarter before, so this was the first time, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Yeah, like it's going to be a graphic novel, and I'll have like 20 copies to like sell or something. But like basically, because I don't know, like you probably know everything about like Kickstarter. I still don't know everything about Kickstarter. But yeah, like we won't be selling in stores. It's just mostly just as a reward, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Stephanie mentioned how you two would go back and forth on creation of characters. She might suggest something, or you might suggest something. I guess there is some discussion about what actually would make it onto the page. Was that a difficult process?
Not really. I had fun with it for sure. I think she left everything kind of vague for the descriptions of the creatures, and I kind of showed her my ideas, and I was happy that she liked a good majority of them. And you know, she suggested slight changes, like for the fish, there's like a goblin fish. We call it a goblin fish, and she wanted to make him not gray, or because he lived at the bottom of the ocean and he would blend in with all the rocks and stuff. So I mean, like, they were like valid suggestions, and I definitely took them to heart and tweaks what needed to be tweaked, so we were both happy with the outcome. And yeah, like I was pretty happy with especially with like the first story we did with the bird and the caterpillar. That was pretty cool. That was, I think, my favorite one to work on, and favorite creatures to work on too.
Great. Did you have any luck getting any dragons in there?
No.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
not at all.
Okay, maybe next time.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was fun to create new weird creatures aside from dragons, but of course, if I can flip a dragon in, I will. Sure,
absolutely. Well, we've talked about Rangers of the Divide and the second arc that's coming up, but I'm wondering if you have any other projects that you can talk about.
Yeah, I have All Time Low, Young Renegades coming out from Z2 Comics. I am not sure about the release date. I posted on social media that it was going to be, I think, like August 13th. August 7th or I don't know. I can't remember. But then the writer and the editor reached out to me, and they were like, we don't know when it is yet, so maybe take that down. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I took it down.
Sometime soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so. It's just been, for that book, it's just been a bit of a slower process. I'm not sure why, but I don't know. It'll hit shelves at a certain point, so people don't have to worry. I'm sure it'll come out. And I've also been doing, I can't even say, but I've been doing some stuff for IDW, and it's pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
I get to work with my friend Jason Lowe on it.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's one of the most exciting projects I worked on, because it's a fandom that we both love so much.
Okay. Say no more. Okay.
Yeah.
That should be good.
So it'll come out eventually too.
Right. Sure.
yeah, but like other than that, I'm kind of just just working on pitches and stuff with Matthew Ehrman, who did, again, Good Luck, and I'm working on just preparing for the second arc of Rangers, and another book for Dark Horse, which is also a fantasy book with the dragon in it, of course.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, I still have quite a bit to do, just not a lot to announce, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. Well, where do you recommend people go to find out about your current and future projects online?
I recommend just like following me on social media. I'm pretty good about posting like announcements of stuff that's gonna come out or upcoming or is out. Or go, like, a lot of my work is with, like, Dark Horse, Oni, and IDW. Those are, like, the three I worked with the most, so you can definitely check out their websites. I do have a portfolio, but that's usually of work that has been long since announced. So, yeah, just I think following me on social media or just checking out my social media. No need to follow if you're interested, and then, just see if I post an announcement about a thing, or you can ask me. Like, I'm open to talking to people too. Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Well, Megan, those are all the questions I have for you, but I'm wondering, is there something I didn't ask that you'd like to get across in this interview?
This is unrelated to comics, but ever since I've been in isolation from COVID, or no, I'm not like sick or anything, but like in lockdown, I guess, since we're still kind of in lockdown here, I've been collecting a lot of fandom, like, figures. So I have a dragon collection going. I have, like, I don't even watch Dragon Ball Z, but I have the Shenron from that, and I have Toothless and a dragon called Balthrama from Rick and Morty, which...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so... I've been getting a little like spendy with the action figures over COVID, but yeah, like it's a fun hobby. They look so good, so I'm very pleased with myself, as you can tell. Yeah.
Speaking of dragons, this is completely off the record, but Shang-Chi, the trailer has come out for the movie that's going to be out any second now. And I don't know if you've seen it, I'm sure, but there's an underwater scene where the hero sees a character underwater. Do you think you know who that is?
I don't. I actually am not really familiar with the Shang-Chi comics, but I did pre-order the dragon because I saw it and I was like, okay, I need him for my collection.
Right. Yeah.
So he's pre-ordered and ready to find his home on my shelf with his other dragon companions.
Thanks to Megan for the chat. You can discover more about Megan on Twitter and Instagram at Megan Huang 5, that's number 5, and at meganhuang.artstation.com. And thanks to you for listening to the True North Country Comics podcast. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to and like this podcast on Apple Podcasts. And please leave a good rating. Also check out the TrueNorthCountryComics.com website and follow on Twitter at True North Comics. True North Country Comics is now on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to that video channel. Please send your feedback to John at TrueNorthCountryComics.com. Thanks again for listening, and come back soon for another episode. Bye for now. True North Country Comics Podcast is copyright True North Country Comics, copyright 2021.